This is me or us. This is him. That's all God sees. Brother Branham says God hears our voice speaking through the blood. So when we bow our knees or however we pray and we begin to speak unto God, it's not us. It's us speaking through him. And that's all he sees. He hears our voice speaking to him. And therefore he will hear us because we are the righteousness of God himself, because we are in him. We are a part of him. Satan will tell you, he said, why would God hear your prayers? I mean, look at the life that you live. Look at the mistakes that you make. Oh, do you remember the mistakes from yesterday? Oh, yeah, that was bad. What about last week? Remember that incident last week? Oh, yeah, that was terrible. Oh, and then you think you're going to pray to God and God hear you? Well, man, I guess not. I mean, why would God hear me being a sinner? But I'm not a sinner. I'm him. You are the very righteousness of God himself because you are in him. What did God do with Adam and Eve in the garden? They sinned. So what did God do? He went looking for them, for one, and they were hiding in the bushes. And God says, you made a mistake. Okay, things are going to change. But then God went out and he found 2 animals. He slew those animals, and he took the sacrifices of those animals and gave it to Adam and Eve. Whenever God looked at Adam and Eve, what did he do? All he saw was the sacrifice. He was reminded constantly the price for their sins had been paid for, and now I can have fellowship with them. And what did God do for us? He hung upon the cross for my sins. And so what did he do? He clothed me in that sacrifice. So now what does he do? Whenever he looks at me, he has to see the sacrifice because I am in him. And because I am in him, I am the very righteousness of God.